Welcome back, 8:44 here on your Thursday morning, which means it's time for Thirsty Thursday. So a new local cider brand is sticking to tradition when it comes to their craft, but with a modern twist here.
Raw Cider Company uses methods used to make champagne to create some one-of-a-kind sparkling cider. Joining us right now to talk all about their product is Nikki Panos and Levi Danielson from Raw Cider Company. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, glad you're here.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Yeah.
So I got to try your cider at Cider Fest earlier this year. I came across your booth and I was like, this is so good and so different and interesting. And you were telling us about the champenois method. So let's talk a little bit about how you make your cider.
Yeah, so we have a blend of apples that are dedicated towards cider making.
Okay.
And so that's where a lot of the flavor comes from. So we will ferment that and then we'll put it into a bottle with a little bit of added juice and yeast that does a secondary fermentation in the bottle. And then that's where the carbonation comes to be in the bottle.
So is that, when we say, use a champagne method, is that what that is? Is that the champagne method?
Yep.
For like a layman's terms, for somebody like me who does not understand how to make these kinds of drinks, like what is a normal way to make cider? Like what makes this so different?
Well, you could ferment the cider and make a blend, and then it's still uncarbonated.
Okay.
And then to get the bubbles in there, you would put it into a bright tank and force carbonate it with CO2, like you would beer or something like that.
I see. I see. So it's more of it's a different way to bring the carbonation into it.
And with the champagne method, you get really fine, silky bubbles, and that's why they still do that with champagne, even though they could force carbonate it.
Interesting. Fascinating.
It's pretty cool, and it makes for some really, really good cider. So you mentioned you've got these apples that are specifically used for cider production. So these are actually apples that you wouldn't want to go pick up at the grocery store and like slice up for lunch, right? That's
Exactly.
not. They don't taste like a Red Delicious, but that's what makes them so perfect for cider. Cool.
They're specific for cider.
That's really neat.
That is
There's a lot of
really
fun
neat.
flavors.
So what do you have in front of us here? What's a good example of what you've made?
So we have two products here that we make in the traditional method cider. We have a semi-dry and a brut nature.
Okay.
And those are descriptors of the sweetness level that's in there, and it's the same language that's used for champagne. So brut nature is completely dry. There's absolutely no sugar in there. And then the semi-dry has just a little bit of sugar to bring that balance to the beverage.
It's kind of backwards, right? Where if something's labeled dry, that's actually the sweetest, and then brut is the driest, right?
Not necessarily the sweetest, but of a different degree.
Okay.
Brut will be the driest, though.
Has a little
and then
bit more
dry is a
sugar in
little.
there. Yeah, I'm always
exactly.
like, I can't keep track of it, but honestly, they're all good. You can't go wrong. I tried several. They're great. Nikki, where does the name Raw Cider come from?
So this was Levi's invention a little bit. It is a play on the word brut, which means raw in French. So raw.
Oh, I never knew it meant that in French. That makes sense.
It's
That
one of the
makes sense.
translations.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
of them. Many
Learning
words.
so much.
Oh, I see. How cool. How cool. Why was this the style you wanted to go with? How come you were drawn to making cider this way?
Well, I learned how to make cider in France predominantly.
I see.
So I had a background in microbiology and worked in healthcare, but then really enjoyed fermenting things of all types. So I went to France for a little while and learned how to make cider there. And that really stuck with me with the flavors and the methods, the old traditional methods. And that's something that I wanted to bring back to the US. Although people make that style of cider here, I really wanted to focus on that and highlight that.
Yeah, that's really cool. Really cool.
Well, the intentionality isn't just in how you're making the cider. It really kind of comes from the beginning, too. Talk a little bit about your orcharding and some of the sustainability that goes into this product.
Totally.
So, yeah, a lot of the apples that we like to use aren't available in the market because so many are focused on delivering to grocery stores. So, the cider-specific fruit, I can only get those flavors from specific apples, just like a Pinot or a Chardonnay, you know? So what I do on top of those flavors that I get is all like fine-tuning of what's already there. And a lot of those flavors come from the soil, they come from the trees, and that's really where the emphasis of most of the work is done.
You have to be really mindful with orcharding and what are some of the ways that you really work to maintain that fruit?
Well, so we have some pears right now that we're dry farming, and they're really old pear trees in the Columbia Gorge. And the focus on that is just really having an orchard that's integrated with the surroundings
Yeah.
and using less sprays and less,
Irrigation.
yeah.
All that stuff. Yeah.
So our focus with that orchard is to really accentuate flavors, and it's not about like quantities of productions and things like that. So it's lower quantity, higher quality.
we love a little quality over quantity.
Yeah, they think that's great. All right, before we let you go, Nikki, where can people find your ciders out there?
Oh man, we are in all of the really great bottle shops around here. So you'll find us at John's Marketplace, Beer Mongers. You'll find us at Green Zebra grocery stores. We're really excited. They're a big fan of us, so check us out there. We're also at Belmont Station, and then some like smaller esoteric places like Vivian Cafe and Kitchen, which is right next to the Hollywood Theater. And she does some great work bringing great food to the table that she pairs with our cider and other really great makers as well.
Oh, that's great.
That
Because
is
it can be
great.
really food friendly too.
Exactly.
Anyone who's a big cider fan, go check it out. You will immediately, it will catch your eye. You immediately notice that difference. And as you said, quality over quantity. It is very, very good
Yep.
stuff.
Totally.
Well, thank you both so much for joining us. Great to
Thank
learn
you.
about
Yeah,
cider.
glad you were
Appreciate it.
in.
Looking forward to enjoying some on a warm afternoon this week. Nikki and Levi from Raw Cider Company. If you want to learn more about their sparkling cider and their tasting events, check them out on Instagram. They are at Raw Cider. All kinds of good stuff there. Hey.